What's up, YouTube? Welcome to video upload number 2. Here we go. It's pretty raw, just a bunch of stuff that we were up to recently. Still trying to figure out how to edit videos properly and make them more entertaining, but meanwhile, stay tuned. This is what's going on this week. One of the first things that we do after New Year is we take off the Christmas tree. So there's cranberries and oranges, so we're just gonna take the tree as is and leave it outside for a few days and let the birds pick it to pieces. Before going any further, guys, you're not going to want to miss this video next week. I will be using this new snowblower that I got from Ego. It's the SNT 2416 battery powered unit. I'll be giving you my full thoughts, things I like, things I don't like about it. Stay tuned for that coming next week. We have 2 firewood stacks at home. Got a big one right over there on the side of the shed. And we have a more accessible one here right by the front door. You can see we've been burning ever since a couple days before Christmas, and it's not a primary source of heat, but we're getting through this pile quite quickly. It's just untreated wood. Got it off the ground on these cinder blocks. I hire my sons on the regular to come out here and split us some little kindling up here and cut some of these big daddies in half, as you can see over there. So they're keeping busy, and now I'm going to take a whole bunch of this. I'm going to hand it to them here. Wood delivery. Thank you.
Kitty? How's the kitty?
Alright, so this wood comes from trees that we cut down as a company, and it was only done like around 5 or 6 weeks ago. These were standing dead trees that had been crispy for a while. Still not quite sure on how dry the wood is though, so I bought myself one of these fancy little gizmos. It's a moisture measurer. Quite cool, very easy to use. On Amazon, you'll just get it going. So that was 14.7%, that's the sweet spot. You want to be burning in around like 10 to 20 range, more or less. 20 probably being on the high end. 15 is like, that's perfect. So let's try that again. Everything is right there. It's great. 12, 14, everything is right in that sweet spot, so that's good to know. Sometimes you throw a log in and it's hissing a little bit more than others, and that can happen. So cool little toy to have. Day 2 of ice plunges. Well, that's gonna be revolting. Hey. So this detox soup is post-holidays. You know, you're full of that turkey, full of that gravy, full of that cafe latte.
It'll help with the bloating, supposedly.
Help with the bloating, eh? All right.
Supposedly.
We'll let you guys know how it tastes.
It looks good.
All right, so what is in this?
I don't know. Everything.
Everything except the kitchen sink. Kitchen sink, confirmed.
I think we'll need to have bread or something on the side, though. Some breadsticks.
Bread and butter.
All right.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh, sorry.
For the gram, for the tube. Mmm. Immune soup.
Yep.
They're yummy.
Help you a little bit. Hot. Hot.
Mom, can you have a breadstick while we wait? Since the soup is super hot.
All right, it's midnight. Let me tell you what, that detox soup is alive and well. All right, let's go down to my basement. I'm drilling something really cool into the concrete wall here. You'll see it pretty soon in a second. It essentially is a very fancy device. I bought this for my kids so that they can make a little bit of kindling with the firewood. So I'm not super comfortable with them using an axe as of yet. They have some cool firewood splitter on the outside, which is like a reverse axe head. And they use a sledgehammer to smack down the wood. But this is like a blade operated cutter. It's made to cut smaller pieces of wood into thin little kindling. I will show them how to use it safely and of course test it out first. Concrete wall like this, good spot to put it in. 4 Tapcon screws and we are good to go. I don't care what you say, Montreal bagels are better than New York, and you have to go to St. Viateur and Dollar des Ormeaux. If you're ever here, hit me up. If I'm not in town, go to St. Viateur. They are the best.
Here you go. You want a piece?
Me too.
They're nice and hot, guys.
To be honest, I don't really know what got me into this, besides the fact that my wife and I were like, hey, we should try to do this for the month of January 3 times a week. It is bitter cold, it is not pleasant, but apparently there's a lot of positives for your body. It will, burn fat. I obviously don't need to do that, but it will help with your immune system, help with clarity, focus, and many other things. And it's a challenge, and I'm down for a challenge. And you know what? I'm quite enjoying them. Chill around with me and watch me hit 1 minute.
That was full, like spilled over. Keep it separate. That's great. Thank you. I'm scared too. Here, does that hold it for me? I'm gonna face that way. I'm gonna try to distract my mind. Good idea. Yeah, you guys looking at the kids.
Welcome to the science of rink building. So there's many different ways one can water a rink. Here I'm just doing what we grew up calling the snake method. I'm just taking this hose and snaking around back and forth, depositing a few millimeters of cold water onto the ice. Stay tuned for next week's video. I'll be showcasing my hot water handheld Zamboni style for like the final layer, but we had some hot spells and I was just trying to get a little bit of extra water out here on the rink. I had initially flooded these with a big water tanker, dropping 38,000 liters on both rinks combined. I didn't want to let my pump run for a few days non-stop. Might have burnt it. So here is fine. I'm just letting the hose run for about half an hour, surfacing the rinks, just adding a little bit extra water. This will freeze up nicely. It's pretty cold outside. And we'll hit it up with the resurfacer later on. Please don't ask me why I did this, but I found a big hole in the ice and I was like, hey, that would be cool to bury a hockey stick in. So I shoved a stick under the ice and froze it over. Well, that's a wrap for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know what you have to do. There are only 400 spots left for you to be able to say, hey, I was one of Phil Vision's first 1,000 subscribers. So get at it. Bye.